Welcome to the Never Too Late podcast, brought to you by Upright Truth Tellers Clothing. In this podcast, we meet inspiring people who have changed their lives in a positive way and whose stories let you know it's never too late. Welcome to the Never Too Late podcast. My name is Raquel, and we have a very special guest here today who, in my opinion, I describe in one word as supermom. She is a single mom of two beautiful girls. She works a 9 to 5. She also has her own makeup business. She's the best makeup artist, in my opinion. And also she trains so hard at the gym as well. So this is Fina, makeup artist. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm excited. I'm excited for this conversation. I'm excited to just speak and, let it roll.
Yeah. Well, we're going to try to keep it as conversational as we can.
Cool.
I know we're both a little bit nervous.
I know. I'm awkward. I'm an awkward person, so
You're doing well. You're doing well. It's kind of hard to not think about all of this.
Yeah.
You've got to try eliminate all of that. But yeah, thank you again so much for being here.
Oh, I'm so humbled. Thank you for asking me.
Yeah, because, the purpose of our podcast is to interview people that are from the areas that we're from. So I'm from Avondale, which is where we're recording today. And do you want to give us a little bit of background about where you're from, nationality type thing?
Yeah. My name is Fina, and I am 29. I have two beautiful kids, 2 girls. I live in South Auckland, Mangere, 275. I am a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist for over 7 years now. I also have a 9 to 5 job. I'm very nervous.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm Tongan.
Yeah.
I have 3 siblings, two sisters and a brother.
Nice.
That's me.
Yeah. Well, it's cool to interview someone that's also Islander and also from Auckland. And the reason I wanted to reach out to you specifically, you're probably like, why me?
Yeah.
You know?
I know. There's so many makeup artists out there,
Yeah.
And that's why I said I'm so humbled that you even asked me.
I'm so grateful that you said yes. I was like, damn, sis is going to either say no, it might be too much, or hell yes. And I'm so glad that you did, because I just see everything that you're doing is so different from a lot of people from the areas that we're from. Normally people just work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And that's okay. If that's what people want to do, then that's okay. But you're a single mom as well, and being a single mom and working a 9 to 5, that's 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And then now you're a makeup artist for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
the love and care that you give to your kids as well is amazing. And that's why I wanted to reach out to you.
They're pretty cool kids.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Now I think I'm famous. Hi, Cara. Hi, Miss Yao.
Shout out to the kids. And, it's the stuff that you do is so amazing, and it gives other people hope, and especially your girls,
Yeah.
So what made you want to, get into doing makeup 7 years ago?
It's actually a funny story. My cousin wanted to do makeup, study makeup, so she had an eye test the day before. So she was like, oh, can you drive me? Because I can't drive myself. And I was like, okay, cool. Went and did her application, and she was like, oh, do you want to do it too? And then I was like, okay, let's do it together.
Yeah.
So that's how it started. It wasn't really something that I wanted to pursue in the start, but I love art.
Yeah.
So in school, all my subjects were pretty much art, but I never pursued it. I had a baby young, and that was my main focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was with your cousin.
Yeah, it was with my cousin.
So kind of almost like a fluke thing where you were like,
I think it was God.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I really wanted to do something in the art industry, but it never aligned.
Yeah.
Or I didn't know how to go about it. And then, I honestly think it was God's way of showing me
where to go.
Yeah.
And you don't regret it?
I don't regret it. No, it's been crazy ever since I left. Ever since I finished my studies, it just took off.
That is
crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And when did you finish? Like, how long was the course?
So the course only went for like a year.
That's all good.
Yeah. So it only went for a year, but I think, they teach you all the fundamentals and they teach you like all the basics and stuff like that. But as you do makeup and do people's faces and all of that, you kind of learn as you go. It's all about the experiences and learning different, makeup
techniques and things like
stuff like that. Yeah.
Man, that is awesome. That is such a cool story to tell, though. You're like, I just went to go help out my cousin.
I know, it was
like,
so
my cousin
funny.
couldn't drive, so I took my cousin. My cousin was like, "Oh, yo, you should come too."
And now she thinks she's like, yeah, that was me. That was all me.
So your cousin's like, shout out to me too.
You're here because of me. I'm like, yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
But that's so cool though, like that you stuck to it as well, right?
Yeah.
For the last 7 years.
I know.
So you only had one daughter at the time?
Yeah, so I had Kara at the time, and then when I was studying, I fell pregnant. But I kept going. I finished my studies.
That's
and
so good.
Yeah, because makeup is so, how do you say it? You do it when you want to, sort of thing. So it
Side
was,
hustle type thing. Yeah,
it was flexible with the timings and stuff like that. So I was able to still care for my children and work at the same time.
Man, that is amazing. And how did you do that? Like the juggling of studying, being pregnant, being a mom. Tell us your secrets.
It's the hustle. Like, honestly, I think if you really want to do something, you can do it. And when you hit survival mode, you have no choice but to do it.
Yeah.
For the sake of your kids and for myself, hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you say survival mode.
Yeah.
Like, how would you describe survival mode for people that don't know, so what that would mean?
I would describe it. How would I describe it? I would say, like I said, like you don't have a choice.
One option.
Yeah, you only have one option and it's go. Like, if you don't, then you'll fall behind. Yeah. And I wasn't going to let myself do that.
So you just focused, determined, you only had one option was to go forward.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not going to stop studying.
Yeah.
You're not going to be a mom and not pursue your dreams.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to do both.
Yeah. I didn't want to be like, even though I had a baby young, I didn't want that to be my story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool how you specifically say, I didn't want that to be my story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how cool is that you can tell your kids that as they get older?
Yeah.
Or they could look back at this and they'll be like, oh, damn, I didn't realize mom did all of that for us.
Yeah, I want to teach them it's never too late.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never too late to pursue what you want to do. Even if it, like, you don't think it's going to make as much money or it's something that, you have to go and, like, it makes me emotional.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh. It really makes me emotional because I feel like the money comes when you do it. Like there's a space for anything and everything if you love it.
Yeah.
And you will make a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I get why you get emotional about it because you've been through so much to get here, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh, boom, I did this course and then that was it. Like there were no struggles.
Yeah.
And the fact that, because you talk about your girls, right? You're just like, you want to leave something for them.
Yeah.
And you want to show them that even though things get hard, survival mode, push through, keep going forward.
Yeah.
Oh, you've already taught your girls so much.
It's crazy. It's been crazy. They've taught me a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've taught me how to be patient because, we're Tongan. So
I think every island.
I'm just
every
joking.
Island mom,
I'm just joking.
Every island mom can relate. And anyone that's got an island mom knows.
Yeah. So
if you know, you know.
Yeah. If you know, you know. But they've taught me a lot. They saved me
They saved you.
Yeah, they saved me. And I can proudly say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome, them looking back at this, a few years later.
I know.
And them...
They're going to think I'm so cool now. When they see this, they're going to be like, whoa, Mum, you're so cool.
You'll be like, yeah, finally.
Yeah, I spoke into a mic. Yeah. I'm so cool,
You're like,
man.
it's legit now.
Yeah. I got headphones now.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's amazing, though. Like, the fact that you didn't want to give up, and like you said, you want your girls to know that it's never too late.
Yeah.
Because how old were you when you had Cara?
I was 19.
19.
Yeah, I was a baby. Yeah. And I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
Well, that's why you're an amazing mum. You're like, they didn't, they helped you grow.
They pretty much grew up with me.
So cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking in the car, I was like, wow, in 10 years' time, I'll be like 39 and Cara will be 20. So it's... Yeah,
time flies too.
I know. They already both have attitudes. It's crazy. Especially my youngest one. Oh, my gosh. She is a character.
It's funny how, like, my nieces, they're similar ages as well as your girls. And it's funny. I feel like, I don't know if you think the same, but I don't know if we were that sassy at that age.
No.
Under 10. Like, I don't remember.
We weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
No.
Think about being sassy.
Yeah. That's it for you.
Good luck.
That's it.
Nice knowing you.
Yeah, but now we have all these rules and stuff like that, and we have to navigate a certain way.
Have to be patient.
Yeah,
like you
we
were
have
saying.
to be patient.
Yeah, times have changed, right?
Yeah, of course.
The next generation is definitely interesting.
Yeah,
a lot more attitude.
Oh yeah, yeah,
way more than what we had growing up.
Yeah.
But you have led an amazing example for your girls.
Oh.
Like, honestly, you haven't given up. And going back to your dream of, you were into art, right?
Mm.
And then all of a sudden you're doing a makeup course.
Yeah.
You've got a newborn and then you're pregnant again.
Yeah. I had Cara, no, she was like 19. She must have been like 3 or 4 or something like that. I can't even remember now. Yeah.
Crazy.
And then I was pregnant. I can't, yeah. When I look back, it's like, okay, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's awesome, though. And so for the 7 years of doing makeup, were you still working as well the whole time?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're like mind blown.
Yeah, I'm
telling
mind blowing too.
Yeah, because the thing is, when you know your own story, right? You live it. It's your thing. But when you're actually saying it to people,
or
you're kind of like
say it out loud.
You get kind of a little bit shooketh.
Yeah.
You're like, oh damn, that's right.
Yeah.
I did that, and you should be proud. And that's why, one of the many reasons why I wanted you on. I was like, you are doing amazing, amazing things.
Yeah. And
with the odds against you as well, do you feel like it has been like that?
Yeah, I find it so hard when people compliment me or say, wow, because I've just had my head down and worked. And yeah.
Hustle mode, you said.
Yeah. So it's when people compliment me and stuff, I get all nervous and my mouth starts to shake harder.
Well, because we're not used to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm from Avondale. If anyone compliments me, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know if you're the same. I grew up on insults and, you know.
That was our compliment.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're, grew up in the areas that we're from, it's like you got mocked.
Yeah.
You got insulted.
Yeah.
You got laughed at.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way. It's just skin. But you didn't really get compliments.
Yeah. And I think a lot of our people struggle with that sort of, it should be embraced.
It should be normalized.
Yeah.
To be like, damn, you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
And then to be like, actually, I am.
Yeah.
Instead of all shy, you're doing amazing. And then we all kind of gets a little bit.
Yeah. Because naturally we're a humble people. We don't want to take that sort of, we don't want to take compliments or praise.
Yeah. And it is definitely a humble thing, and especially when you're not used to it.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like, oh, do I deserve this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but I want, like I said, it should be normalized to especially praise people for the hard work that they've done. Because like you said, you're getting a bit shooketh of like your own story.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So you're just like, damn, I've actually done quite a bit.
Yeah.
So you should definitely be proud. And so going back to like doing your course, and then after your course, you still kept working and still doing makeup. So weekends, after work, before work.
Yeah. I was out there at like 3 a.m. until like 10 p.m. When I first started, I was working from 4 a.m., sometimes 3, until like 10, 11 at night, because we had to hustle. Like there's no other word for it. We had to build our profile. Like I had to build my profile. And back then, everything's word of mouth. So when people catch on, you know, social media helps and stuff, but word of mouth travels more.
Yeah. Because people believe your friends. Like if your friend said to you, oh, hey, Fina, I recommend going to this place, 9 times out of 10 you'll go. Yeah. Whether it, like, if it's on social media, like, oh, yeah, I kind of like that. You know, 50-50 chance. You're like, oh, but if somebody you know and you trust tells you this person's good, you're like, yo, I'm going there. Right? Yeah. Oh, so you had to build up all of those.
Build up clientele, relationships and stuff like that. So you could get out there and people would notice your work and things like that. So now I'm starting to cut back only because I feel like I've only had like 3 weekends off this year. So
and we are now November.
Yeah. And I have one more weekend off in December. So I think because we came out of COVID, everyone was, okay, we can get married now. So everyone is booking. And it's good for us. It's like, it's really good. But then you start to feel like you're missing out on a lot. So I was missing out on things with my kids, and I was sacrificing every weekend to work because I wanted to give them the life I never had. Yeah. Not to say that I didn't have a good life, because I did. I had like I had a good life. My dad did the best that he could. And I'm to this day, I'm grateful. Yeah. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's awesome that you want a different life for your girls.
Yeah.
You know, and you're wanting to work hard to get that. Yeah. You're not just sitting around waiting for it to happen. Yeah. You're making it happen.
Yeah. We have to.
Yeah. And the fact that you have had 2 weekends off.
I know. It's crazy.
Like because I saw on your stories on social media that you were pulling back a little bit. And I was like, oh, I hope you're okay. Yeah. Like just grinding so much for so long.
It gets to you.
Yeah.
To be honest, it does get to you. Yeah. I love my clients. I love meeting new people. And when you do clients, you get to hear their stories and stuff like that. But then when I sit back, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot. Like I don't know what it's like to wake up on a Saturday and just be like, so what are we going to do today? Yeah. You know? It's always like, okay, set my alarm, set my 10 alarms.
Yeah, I've seen that. I was like, damn, girl.
Because it gives me anxiety if I'm late. So I will set 10 alarms, 1 minute apart, and then slowly wake up. I wake up after the second one, but
damn. Yeah. So what's like a normal Saturday for you? So for us, we just get up, we do whatever, you know, people that aren't living the life that you're living. Yeah. So you would get up on a Saturday at what time?
3, 4
a.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah. We do the prep the Friday before after our clients that we've had on the Friday night. And then we're off on the road. Yeah. And you can do up to like 20 plus clients in that Saturday, depending on how many weddings, depending on how many events there are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And then what time would you finish? So 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. I used to finish around 10 p.m., but now I try to finish before 6 p.m.
Damn. Yeah. And how do you feel after it? Like you're on a Saturday, you worked your 9 to 5, done clients on the Friday night, prepped, got up at 3 a.m., worked till 6, possibly 10 p.m. at night. How do you feel at the end of...
Oh, I just feel exhausted.
And then you've got your girls.
Yeah. And then I have my girls.
Who are probably full of energy like every other child? Like, Mom, play with me.
They're pretty good. They're actually pretty good. Yeah, like, I think because they're so used to...
The lifestyle.
Yeah, they're so used to me working and stuff. They know. Yeah. So I like to, after I finish, we just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to take them out sometimes, but I just take them for dinner.
Yeah.
I have a cocktail and just enjoy their company. Yeah. Or we just chill at home and they just do their own thing. I do my own thing. As long as we're together.
Time. Yeah.
As long as we're together. That's all that matters. And then Sunday, sometimes I'll have a wedding.
Yeah.
And then...
7 days a week.
Yeah. And then back to my normal job on a Monday.
Oh, my goodness. That is, like, amazing. That you're working pretty much 7 days a week.
Yeah. I don't know if it's amazing or not, because I feel like people should prioritize rest.
You're like, don't do this,
Yeah, don't do it. I'm telling you now, don't do it, because then your whole body starts shaking. But I even though it's amazing to, and people may think it's wow, okay, you can work as much as this and still be like, I feel like as I get older and as I pull back from taking as much clients I had been taking, it's good to prioritize rest and prioritize your mental health and going to the park with your kids and stuff like that. That's why I'm
pulling back.
Yeah, trying to pull back a little bit. I'm still booked until March next year.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, damn, girl.
But that's our wedding season. That's how it goes. And then we jump into ball season. Yeah. And then we're back at wedding season again.
Yeah. So it's like continuous.
Yeah. It's
a good thing.
It's a good thing. But my makeup girls, they help me as well. We help each other.
Yeah, I see you've got a cool community.
Shout out to the Fab Five.
That's so cute. Like, I love that it's not a competition. Like, you're just like, there's other women out there that are your friends that are doing the same thing, and you're just like, you'll call on them. Yeah. And they'll help you and vice versa.
Yeah, we help each other. I think there's work for everybody. Yeah. Yeah. As long as you're a good person and you're like doing your work, putting in the work, there's work for everybody.
Yeah. I think that's important as well, that as you grow, you're helping others to grow as well.
Yeah, we help each other.
And it's not like a selfish thing. You're like, oh no, only I do makeup, so I'm not going to.
No.
It's nothing like that.
We have our Christmas party soon, so we're gunning for that in 2 weeks. So we have one every year.
That is so cute.
Yeah, so it's more than makeup. You create relationships and
community.
Yeah, and you get to know people's stories. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's why I love this podcast. Like, hearing about people's stories is the main reason why we wanted to do this, and seeing what you've gone through, because other people would have gone through possibly similar things.
Yeah.
But
it's an honor to hear people's stories.
It's cool, eh?
Like like hearing people's stories and what they've struggled with. It kind of puts everything into perspective, it makes it relatable. Like you're not going through it alone. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of people. They think, especially when you go through some really tough times, you're literally sometimes, for me, I've described it as kind of like a dark tunnel, and you think that you're the only one that's going through that and that's been through that. Yeah. Yeah. But then when you start reaching out to others and people have been through similar things, you're like, okay, damn. Like, and you see them being amazing, you're just like, okay, sweet, there's hope for me. Yeah. You know? So I totally relate on that level of getting to know other people's stories, because it humbles you as well.
Yeah. It's cool because, like, sometimes when you have your regular clients and stuff like that, you kind of journey with them too. So you start off doing their ball, and then you'll move on to their graduations, and then their engagement, wedding, and then their baby shower. Yeah. So it's like, amazing. It's cool when you see all of that, and it makes it that much more special. Yeah. That you're able to journey with your clients as well.
Yeah. Yeah. You're along for the ride too.
Yeah. That's me.
That is so cool. I see why you've been doing it for so long, despite all the struggles and things that have come up. Yeah. You're like, nah, I love it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's, it can be really tough. And I've had tough times in my life. But I've learned to appreciate the struggle.
Mm.
And just take it a day at a time. And when I finally realized that, and I was like, okay, I'm going through this. I'm going to appreciate this right now, whatever I'm going through, because it's not going to be forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good that you understand that, because a lot of times when we go through these really, really tough times, we're like, you think that it's just never going to end.
Yeah.
And we don't appreciate it. But
sometimes it be like that, man. It's like, God, man, I'm a good person. That's it. I've had enough.
You're like, I'm tapping out.
Yeah. I don't.
You're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Just give me at least 2 breaths.
You're like, can a girl breathe?
I know. Just 5 breaths.
Yeah.
5 breaths. And then you can put me straight back in it.
Just give me a little break.
Yeah.
It gets like that sometimes, though.
Yeah.
But you've, like I keep saying, you've done amazing. But like you were talking about like your mental health before, which I think is important to talk about.
Yeah.
Why you had to pull back a little bit.
Yeah.
Like how did you know that you needed to start kind of focusing on your mental health a bit more, and you had to pull back? Like what made you realize that?
I think I took a trip down to Christchurch to see my friends. So I finished makeup that day, and then I took a trip down to Christchurch, and being around my friends and being feeling a little bit free from like, you know, from the outside outside world, from working and stuff like that, it kind of made me realize that needs to be a part of my life, you know?
More of that.
Yeah, more of that. More seeing my friends, more of hanging out with the kids and doing nothing but watching TV. Like, I want to be able to do that more. And, yeah, it kind of just clicked. When I got back, I was like, nah, I can't. I need to take time for myself.
Yeah, like fill up your own cup, right?
Yeah.
And that's a therapy thing where you, like a therapist has said to me, it's like you got to fill up your own cup first before you start pouring out to all these people and your loved ones, which isn't a bad thing, you know? Being giving, being caring isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
But if you're constantly doing that and you're not filling up your own cup, you know,
it will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it will just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But we're still here.
Yeah. So you realized after going down to Christchurch, spending time with people that you love and care about, and you were like, hold up.
Yeah.
I want to do this more.
Yeah.
And then you decided, okay, you'll post up that you're not going to take as many clients, or the ones that are booked in, that's it. That's it for a while.
Yeah.
And how do you feel like making that decision to just pull back a bit?
Oh, I feel way better.
Yeah.
Even though I'm still busy.
Yeah.
I still work every weekend. But even doing admin, like, it gets a lot. It gets like,
accumulates, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't do it regularly, it's just like this.
And I'm the type of person, if I open someone's message, I have to reply.
Yeah.
But lucky Instagram has like an unread. You can put it as unread so you can go back to it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because you must get so many DMs, right?
Yeah, DMs, emails and stuff. Because I don't just do weddings. I do like corporate gigs.
Yeah.
Photo shoots.
Everything.
The bridal shoots and stuff like that. So those are fun.
Yeah.
It's different from our weddings, even though weddings are fun too. But you get to experience a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw in your story a while ago you were at a bank or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
I've done some work for some banks.
Yeah.
And that was cool. Like different experiences, different people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Even like CEOs from companies and stuff like that.
That's so cool.
And you get to hear their stories too. And you think that kind of, how do you say it? You think that you won't be able to relate to them because of their status or where they have come from, because we're from Avondale and South Auckland, they might be from different areas. You think they won't be you can't relate to them, but then you do.
You actually can.
Yeah.
That's the thing, when you give people time.
Yeah.
Right? You give them like 5 minutes to just talk about their life. Then you're like, oh, okay, we have common ground.
Yeah. And I've met so many successful single mums in the corporate world, and it's crazy. Like, I love it. Yeah.
That's so awesome, though. There's so many. I think mums are underrated, like, for real. Like, I'm not a mum. I'm an auntie, but I've got so many single mom friends, and like my mom, I'm super close with my mom. And I think as I get older, I'm just looking at these mums, and I'm like, damn, I can barely look after myself. How y'all just like,
girl, that was me too. Like now that oh man. That was me too. And then when I had my babies, I was like, I can't even walk to the shop. Like, I can't even go to the shop. I'm like, oh, I have to put the baby in the car. Like, you know, it's like little things like that. But you just learn. Your instincts come in. Like, everything comes in. Yeah. And it's just natural.
And like you said before, you don't regret it. Like, you just love your girls.
Yeah, I love them. They're everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they see you do what you do, do you think that they will kind of get into makeup, you think, or do
people have asked me that. People have asked me, oh, do they play with your makeup? Do they want to put on makeup? No, they don't.
They're like, oh, that's mom's job.
Yeah, I think because they're so used to it. They're so used to seeing makeup and stuff. It's not like, foreign
It's not exciting. Yeah. They're just like, that's mom's work bag.
Yeah.
With all this stuff in it.
Yeah. So it's not exciting. My job is not exciting to them.
Yeah. Maybe when they get older and they start getting into makeup, then they'll be like, oh, yeah, mom, do my makeup before I go out, or, you know?
I can't wait until they go to their balls and then get to see that
side of them. That'll come up fast, though. Time flies.
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, that's just so awesome that the girls can see you like just hustling so hard.
Yeah.
And also the fact that you're humble enough to pull back.
Yeah.
Like you're like, hold on, I'm not spending as much time with my loved ones as I want.
Yeah.
And for the girls to realize that they may get into a similar situation as they get older where they're working just hard like their mum, and then all of a sudden time is flying by and they're not actually spending quality time with their loved ones.
I had to reflect on that because what am I teaching them? Yeah, okay, to work hard.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, am I also teaching them not to have a rest, not to take time for themselves? And that kind of just blew my mind. So I was just like, no, I need to have a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to teach them that it's okay.
To pull back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's so important because a lot of people just like, hustle mentality.
Yeah.
Which is great. Like I'm all for like working hard and working a 9 to 5 and doing something on the side. Like I'm all for that. But also rest is key.
Yeah.
Like it's so important. I read this quote and it's like, if you don't rest when your body needs it, your body will make you rest.
Yeah. And that's what happened to me.
And at the most inconvenient time too. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
And so you said that happened to you?
That's what happened to me. And that's why I had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not, my sleep patterns are crazy. It's so crazy. And I gym hard out because I have a comp next week.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are going to do a comp?
I'm doing the comp, yeah.
Get a girl.
I'm excited and nervous. Shout out to my gym.
Yes.
Dub Performance. I'm doing it with Dub Performance and I'm excited to hit it with the girls. Before I turn 30.
Get it.
Those burpees never loved me, though.
I don't know anyone that's like, can we just get some burpees? Like, no one, give me any other exercise, I'll do that.
I'm so nervous for it. But exciting as well.
That'll be a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. I've never done anything like this before, but...
Out of your comfort zone. But that's another cool thing for the girls to see.
Yeah.
That you're not just like a hardworking mom. You are an active mom.
Yeah. They come to the gym with me all the time. They're like, oh, are we going to the gym? How many trainings are you doing today? But they're like so used to it. And plus they have like a play area there.
Yeah.
It's convenient for my girls. And I've been with them for like 3 years.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're setting such a good example for your girls. Like the fact that you work so hard and you are making sure that you take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
And trying to prioritize rest and being active. Like,
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I'm like telling you what you're doing, and you're like, who are we talking about?
Who are you talking about?
You're like, who's
It's not
this?
me.
You're like,
That's not
who's
me.
this? But honestly, it's amazing what you're doing. And the fact that your girls are going to see you at a comp,
I know.
that is huge.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
It'll be cool though.
Yeah. I remember when I got my makeup done by you for my cousin's wedding, you just came back from a comp, but you were like watching your
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, I said, oh, sis, would you do it? And you're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And now...
Yeah. I'm such a liar.
And now,
I was like, no, I can't. Not for me. And now look, I'm doing it.
But I mean, it's awesome. Like I would love to be able to do a comp, but like, I mean, I'm not doing that training anymore.
Hey,
but
never say never.
next time I catch up with you, I'll be like,
you're a liar too. You're a liar too.
We're both liars. Great. Nah, that's so exciting. I'm excited for you.
I know, it'll be crazy.
And
but crazy good.
Yeah. And the girls your daughters will be there cheering you on.
Yeah, they'll be coming a little bit later, but they'll be there.
So is it an individual or is it group thing?
A group thing. So there's 4 of us, 4 ladies. And yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. So going back to like having to pull back because you've got to focus on your mental health and rest more and, pulling back a bit. Is there any other things that have kind of happened that you want to talk about in the last few years where you had to kind of pull back?
I think I did go through a lot in the last 3 years.
3, yeah.
Yeah, 3 years, which kind of changed my life. But I think my toxic trait is I just work through it. Like I not work through it mentally, I work physically through it. So I'll just drown myself in work. I won't think about it. And then, like you said, it will come when I don't want it to come. So I'll have an outburst, or I'll just be sad, or it will. And now, I think the past year, I kind of realized that I needed to work through my issues and work through like my self-esteem and like prioritize what I needed to in order for myself to heal. Yeah. And I'm still trying to work through it, and I'm okay with that.
Ongoing.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. But yeah.
Can you believe that you've made it through you said the last 3 years have been challenging?
Yeah.
Would you say that you didn't think that you would be where you are today in the last 3 years?
Definitely.
Going to a comp next week?
Yeah. It's
pushing through.
I know. It's crazy. I don't know how many times I can say crazy, but it is. It
is. Like,
yeah. The last 3 years did change my life. And
for the better?
Yeah. Yeah. Now I can happily say that. Yeah. But I'm past the dark tunnel.
Yeah.
We're riding now. We're literally riding. But it had to happen in order for me to grow. It had to happen for me to change for the better. I can honestly say that I love myself more. So I think God had to push me in that direction, or show me, for me to realize my self-worth. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Like being able to build up your self-esteem and your self-worth.
Yeah.
Like I can, and I know a lot of women can relate to that as well.
Yeah.
Especially from where we're from. Like we were talking about before, like we're not used to being complimented.
Yeah.
So if you're not complimented, even complimenting yourself, you can't build up your self-esteem and your self-worth. So the fact that you're building that is awesome. It's needed. Because it also shows your girls as well.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. I want them to know that it's okay
Mm.
to struggle, and it's okay to you will go through like not so good times,
Mm.
but it will never last as long as you have God, you have family,
Good support.
yeah, good support system. I have a really good support system.
I love that for you.
I have a big family, a big Tongan family.
That's like every islander, right?
Yeah.
We've all got our big, supportive, amazing, loving, caring families,
and
right?
I owe it to my family and my friends. Yeah. And my best friend, Stace, who's been with me through it all.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But it's been a journey. And it hasn't, like, you know, I'll still have struggling days and I'll still have bad days, but the bad days are not as bad anymore.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I can totally relate to that. Like, you know, going through certain things where it is a dark tunnel and you don't, where you don't, for me, I couldn't see any light.
Yeah.
So I had, you know, full disclosure, I was married, went through divorce, my husband left me, and it was a very dark tunnel for it seemed like forever, you know? And then you kind of like get to the end of it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm probably similar to you. It's probably been, actually, no, it's more than that. It's maybe over 4 years. I don't know. But you get to the past it and then the bad days aren't as bad.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, damn, okay, I'm doing this. Like you said, you're like, I'm riding now.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I'm out of this tunnel.
Yeah.
But you've still got to work on your self-esteem.
Yeah.
And your mental health.
Yeah.
And your rest. And
everything in between.
And it's constant.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the, having to tell yourself every single day that it's going to be okay can be so tiring.
It's, and so repetitive that.
But it's needed.
Yeah.
You know? But it's, even if you're feeling some type of way and you're like, let me say that again. When you have to remind yourself that you're going to be okay every single day, it's so tiring. But it will be so rewarding in the end. Yeah.
It is. It is honestly rewarding.
Yeah.
You know, telling yourself that.
Yeah.
And it is the hardest thing to take care of yourself and to tell yourself, because, you know, normally we have our loved ones going, it's okay, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But you're telling yourself, I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to get through this. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's tiring saying the same thing. And would you agree that maybe some days you don't believe it? You're kind of like,
oh, yeah.
That's why it's tiring?
Yeah, that's why it's tiring.
You're like, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're like, is it though?
When I tell myself, oh, yeah, you're going to be okay. But I'm like, are you sure? Because today, Monday the 24th of blah, 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 blah.
Like,
I do not feel okay. But like I said, it's okay that it's not okay. It's okay to have really bad days.
Yeah. And I think that should be normalized. Because people think you've just got to, like you said, the hustle mentality of just like going and going and going. But the fact that you're like, nah, it's okay to just be like, I'm not okay. But I'll keep telling myself that.
Yeah.
You know?
Because once you keep doing that and keep telling yourself that,
you believe it.
You're going to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that you tell yourself that, even though, like you said, it's tiring.
Yeah.
Which means that it's ongoing. It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like you don't get a break from building your own self-esteem and your self-worth.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just not like, oh, okay, all of a sudden I've got all this self-esteem, all this self-worth, all this confidence, all this rest, and I'm done.
Yeah.
It's
cool, sweet.
Yeah, like sweet, I'm done now. But it's like every single day.
Yeah. But you got to do what you have to do in order for you to have a better life. And prayer, of course. Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah.
It's like therapy.
Yeah. Therapy with yourself.
Yeah. And that's important too. Like, I don't know if this is too deep, but have you ever gone to therapy?
Yes, I have.
And how did you find it? I have too.
Yeah.
Good, bad.
Good and bad. Good and bad. I think I don't really remember it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because I was such in a dark place. It's really sad, but a lot of the past 3 years, some of it's a blur. Like, I can't remember it.
Understandable. When you go through trauma, that's normal.
Yeah. So some events I don't even remember because it was too painful, or it's too painful to remember. So that's something that I'm still working through as well. Yeah.
It's crazy, when people ask you, oh, do you remember this thing?
Yeah.
And you're like,
nah. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm the same. I don't remember any of my 20s.
Yeah.
I'm 32 now. But, like, I don't remember certain things.
Yeah.
Because of, I was married at the time and things were happening. And my sister would be like, oh, do you remember this?
Yeah.
I'm like, eh?
Yeah. It's crazy, eh?
And
I wonder if other people think, like, it's a blur for them as well.
Yeah, I think it's normal trauma response.
Yeah.
Because your body's actually kind of like trying to protect itself because you've already lived it. So it's like, okay, sweet, you've done that. But then you're kind of like...
Yeah.
It is definitely a blur, and then there's just spots where you don't even know what's happened.
Mm.
But then you come at the end, and you're kind of like, you 3 years later, you're like, okay, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But I think therapy is like so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same as you. It's like good and bad.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. It's just yeah.
Because I recommend therapy to a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. But I'm like, everyone's gone through something.
Yeah.
Or going through something. And therapy isn't like you go to one session and you're like, sweet, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like they just dig deep into things that you don't even know was a problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I found.
Yeah.
But it's heavy.
I'm like, man, I didn't even know that I knew I had problems, but I didn't know I had this much problems. Man.
I know, that's why it's a good and a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I would go to therapy, and then this is like in the middle of my separation and divorce, and I'd call my sister afterwards. And she'd be like, how did it go? And cause she's my best friend, and I'd just be like, oh, yeah, my therapist made me cry again. And she's like, what? And I was like, oh, no, she didn't like make me cry. She just like opened up some wounds that I didn't know were there. And that's why it's a good and a bad thing, because it just makes you deal with these ugly truths. And I think it's good.
Yeah.
But it's hard, man.
Yeah. You need to be ready to deep dive.
Yeah, it's literally deep dive and into areas that you thought you dealt with, but you actually didn't.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I think mental health talk is so important.
Yeah.
Like talking about therapists and going to therapy and talking about how hard it is, but also how rewarding it is at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you've gone, because I think in our culture, like I don't know many of my family on my island side that have gone to therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
kind of just like toughen up, carry on.
Yeah.
So
it shouldn't be like that. Though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the culture of just carry on, right?
Yeah.
Hustle, carry on.
Yep.
But yeah, I just think your story has been so awesome.
Oh, I hope it resonates with some people.
Yeah. I think it will. Like you said, you've met so many single mums in the corporate world as well, right?
Yeah.
And I've got single mum friends as well. So it's like, it's so relatable. And the fact that you still have your passion, right? And you're still a mom.
I know.
And you've still got all your friends and your family that you love and care about. So it just shows people that no matter what you go through, you can just keep pushing through. right?
Yeah. We have to.
Yeah.
We have to. And it, like, now that I've come out from the other side of it, it's like I have a better relationship with my friends and my family, and I have a better relationship with even my kid's dad. So it's all a work in progress. Yeah.
Ongoing.
And he's a good dad. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people don't see like the hard work that comes out of great relationships in the end, you know?
Yeah. It's still a struggle.
Yeah. You're not just like, oh, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, you're cool, I'm cool, everybody's cool. I mean, it's still a struggle, but, you know.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Love everybody.
Yeah.
And it'll always come back to you.
Yeah. I think that's so important. Love everyone and it'll always come back to you. Like, a lot of people think that if you've been treated badly that you should, you know, treat someone badly back.
Yeah.
But you're just like, no, you love and it'll come back to you.
Yeah. God will always find a way to bring it back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has. I can honestly say that. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you're able to share your story though. Like,
yeah, thanks for having me.
Everything.
Yeah.
And the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
And the good and the bad. And talking about mental health, I think that's important too. And just pushing through. I think that's so important. But what we'd like to end the podcast on is a question. What would you say to your younger self or to the younger community? What's a message that you would share?
That's a hard question. What would I say to my younger self? That everything will be okay.
I love that.
Even though it's so maybe cliche, but it's the truth. Like, everything will be okay. You will go through it. You will go through really tough times in your life, but you will have 2 beautiful kids that make people laugh. Yeah. And your life will turn out the way it's supposed to. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And for the younger community, and for the younger community, I would say, chase it.
Chase it. Nice.
Yeah. If you want to do something and you don't think it's going to make any money or whatever, or people are telling you not to do it, just do it anyway.
Block out the noise.
Yeah. Because you will find a way, like, to live off it. I think in this generation, or people have found ways, different ways now. You know, we don't just work 9-to-5 jobs anymore. Yeah. Like, people have found ways on the internet or how to make side hustles out of anything now. Yeah. So just do it.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love how you say to your younger self, it's okay. You're going to be okay. And I think that that's awesome. Yeah. It's almost like giving your younger self a hug. Like, girl, it's going to be okay. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Which is, I think a lot of people can relate to that, because I would tell myself the same thing. Like, you're going to be okay. Yeah. Everything you go through, you're going to be okay. And then to the younger community, chase it. Yeah. Like, that is so powerful.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah. So I think that that's awesome. You've shared an amazing story and you've taken time out of your day to your busy schedule to tell us your story and share all your wisdom with us, and we really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much, Fina.
Thank you so much for having me.
Is there anything else you want to say before we end it?
No, just thank you. This was cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It was I was scared that I was going to say the wrong thing or interpret things wrong. I don't know how to say it.
It flowed quite nicely, though. You said you were going to do a lot of ums and ahs, but I was like, I didn't even notice.
I think I'm just scared to put myself out there like this or tell my story, because I don't want to, offend anyone, or don't want to, I just want to love I think people, that's awesome. Love everyone.
Ending on that, you just want to love people. Despite everything you've been through, you just want to love people. Yeah. So that's powerful as well. So spread the love, and, you can do anything you put your mind to, and it's never too late. So thank you so much. My name's Raquel Main. Thanks for listening to the Never Too Late podcast, recorded at Crescendo Studios, Avondale. engineered by Reese Muir and Micah Thompson. This was sponsored by Upright Truth Tellers Clothing. Please check the show notes for links on where to find us.